Hi dear students, dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAS and welcome back to our Modern India Rapid Fire Round series. Now here, first I would like to tell you, stay healthy, stay happy, stay confident. I got a message from one of my students yesterday and he was saying, sir, I feel bit down, bit depressed, please motivate me. Let me tell you, my dear students, this tough situation, difficult situation, this COVID-19 situation, these too shall pass. Think about your dream, think about your final destination, that is cracking this civil service examination. So stay positive, stay healthy, and follow your routine on a regular basis. Motivate yourself, push yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you. You must be the self-motivator, and keep in the mind, you are here not to test your willpower, but it is to clear this examination. How long it will take doesn't matter. Just do your duty, just continue your preparation, do it passionately. Almost 60% of the work you have done, only 40% is remaining. So think about it. You have been doing it for almost 1 year or 1.5 years. So almost 60% or 65% of the work is done, already finished. Now only 40% or 35% is remaining. So just do it passionately. And always remember, all these great winners or successful people in the world, once they started from zero, they started from nothing. They also faced many failures in the life. But they become successful one day because they trusted in their abilities. Just trust in yourself and you will do this wonder. Trust yourself, you will achieve it. Work smartly, do this smart hard work, stay confident, stay positive, you will achieve it. Okay, so follow your regular routine of this full test series and revision series, optional preparation, answer writing, everything. Do it on a regular basis. Okay, fine, good. So this is not a motivational speech. Here, this is our Modern India Rapid Fire Round series. In this session, we will be solving 5 modules. That is, what is that? Moderate phase of Indian national movement, then extremist phase of Indian national movement, revolutionary phase of Indian national movement, then Gandhiji's South African experience, and finally Gandhiji's entry into Indian national movement. These are the modules we are solving here through the potential UPSC patent questions. Okay, let us start now. With reference to main demands of moderates, consider the following statements. Now here, what is important here? When you study this module, few things take care. The main objectives of the moderates, very important. Then these methods and methodologies of the moderates, very important. Then their major demands, very important. Their achievements and the limitations. Okay, their achievements, their limitations, very important. You have to go through this because UPSC previously asked you from these topics only. If you know their objectives, their methods, methodologies, of course objectives also, their ideas and ideologies. Study their ideas, ideologies, objectives, methods, methodologies, demands, achievements, limitations. If you finish this, you will be able to do any analysis here. any analysis, any comparative studies, you will be able to solve any prelims or mains questions, no doubts. Okay, this is the crux of this module. Let's solve the question. Main demands of the moderates. Abolition of Indian Council. Abolition of Indian Council, definitely that was the demand of these moderates, because moderates, the biggest contribution was economic nationalism. They generated this economic nationalism. They exposed this economic exploitation of India by British. What are the multiple forms they looted the wealth of the nation? Maybe it is in the form of dividends or home charges. It is in the form of payment of the salaries, incentives, pensions, or interest for their capital investment, or tributes to this British crown. In multiple forms, they looted raw material, buying raw material for cheaper prices. So in multiple ways, they looted the wealth of the nation. So how they systematically, or in an organized way, how they drain the wealth out of this nation? They generated these moderates like Dadabhai Nauroji, M.G. Ranade, R.C. Dutt, or Subramania Iyer, etc. Yes, they highlighted how this economic exploitation happens here. They generated economic nationalism that was fundamental for Indian national movement, and definitely, they raised this question. Indian Council, which was a 15-member council constituted under this Government of India Act 1858. This council is a 15-member British member council. It acted as an advisory council to Secretary of the State. But this council is useless. This council was useless. The passage of the resolutions was not in favor of this Indian economy or Indian people. Okay, that's why they demanded, and their salaries are paid from Indian treasury. Okay, so you see that moderates demanded for abolition of this Indian Council. That is correct statement. So you are eliminating choice C and choice B. Okay, you can apply elimination here. Choice B, choice C, you eliminated. Coming to the second statement, conducting civil service exams only in India. Their administrative demands. You see that moderates demanded for simultaneous conducting civil service examination simultaneously in India and England. Not only in India, simultaneously in India and England. So this statement is wrong. Sometimes by tracing these keywords, extreme words, you can eliminate the choices. Sometimes it is like only, hardly, always, often, sometimes, okay, rarely. This kind of the extreme words, if they are given in the statements, 60% a chance that that statement can be incorrect, wrong. Okay, so that statement is wrong. So since that statement is wrong, you are again eliminating choice A also. Now you reach the answer, which is Delhi, which is 1 and 3 only is your answer. 1 and 3 only is your answer. Without solving third, fourth statements, you reach this answer only applying this elimination method. Reduction of military expenditure, one of the major demand. Reduction of the military expenditure. Complete self-government by Indians, that is not the demand. Swaraj Swadeshi, national education boycott, they were the 4 major demands of extremists, okay, not moderates. So complete self-government by Indians, it is not a demand of moderates. Moderates demanded more Indianization, more Indians into legislative executive councils or into the central and provincial legislatures, etc. More Indian inclusion into this British government. And the moderates never demanded complete self-government by Indians. Okay, so your answer is 1 and 3 only. Delhi is your answer. With reference to Indian freedom struggle, the famous Surat split refers to what? Another popular concept when it comes to extremist phase. We discussed with Surat split. Surat split so happened that was in 1907. It was the split of this congressmen. It was a split of the congressmen into moderate and extremist. Okay, These congressmen splitted into moderates and extremists. It was basically an ideological, yeah, it was an ideological split. Okay, moderates believed in constitutional methods of vegetation. Extremists believed in these extra constitutional methods of vegetation. That means extremists believed in this what is called yeah, for example, boycotting and this non-cooperation, etc., or passive resistance. But moderates believed in these constitutional methods of prayer, petition, protest. So this ideological split happened in Surat 1907, and the congressmen divided into these moderate and extremist. Okay. So that happened, separation of congressmen into extremists and moderates. That was in this Surat session. Rest of the things we covered in our classes. Okay, just follow it. So separation of congressmen into extremists and moderates. With reference to revolutionary phase of Indian national movement, which of the following not a method of revolutionaries? So highlight the word not. Mostly what happens with many students, they forget the word not and they come up with a wrong statement, wrong choice. Okay, so take care. With reference to revolutionary phase of Indian national movement, which one of the following was not a method of revolutionaries? Not a method of revolutionaries. Register in the mind. Okay. Organization of secret societies, organization of communal conspiracies, assassination of oppressive unpopular officials, organization of raids on banks and police stations. Yeah, Abhinav Bharat, Anushilan Samiti, Hindustan Republican Association. So many Gadar revolutionary organization. So this revolutionary phase believed in the ideology that force must be met by force. Force must be met by force. They believed in armed protest against agitation against British. Organization of secret societies was their method. Organization of communal conspiracies is not their method. Okay, communal harmony was reflected among the revolutionaries and revolutionary organizations. Organization of military conspiracies, not the communal conspiracies, military conspiracies. Assassination of oppressive unpopular officials, that was also their method. Organization of raids on banks and police stations, yeah, that was also. And Swadeshi dacoities, Robin Hood style of robberies. Okay, all these were their methods. Organization of raids on banks and police stations, assassination of oppressive unpopular officials, organization of military conspiracies, organization of secret societies. So here your answer, which is Bombay, organization of communal conspiracies. Yeah. Which of the following correct about Satyagraha? It was first experimented by Gandhiji in South Africa. It was first experimented in India to Champaran regarding Gandhiji's Satyagraha. So you should know how the South African experiences and events evolved the Gandhian method of Satyagraha. How it made Gandhiji an ordinary person into extraordinary mass leader. Okay, South African experience and events you have to go through well. So Satyagraha first experimented by Gandhiji in South Africa, exactly that is true. His first Satyagraha was against Asiatic, yeah, that Transvaal Asiatic Ordinance Bill or Ordinance. Okay, it was against Transvaal Asiatic Ordinance, which was against these Indian migrants. We have seen that. So this Satyagraha first experimented in South Africa itself, Transvaal Asiatic Ordinance. It was against that Transvaal Asiatic Ordinance. It was first experimented in India to Champaran, which is wrong. In India, it was first experimented in Champaran. It is not like Satyagraha first experienced to Champaran. That is wrong. Satyagraha of Gandhiji that first experimented in South Africa there itself. In India, first time it was at Champaran. So your answer will be one only. With reference to Ahmedabad mill strike, which of the following given below is or are correct? With reference to Ahmedabad mill strike, which of the statements given below is or are correct? So when you study Gandhian or the early career or early activities of Gandhiji or early political career of Gandhiji in India, you have to go through three major events, which is localized movements like Champaran Satyagraha, Then this Kheda Satyagraha. Then this is, yeah, Champaran, Kheda, and finally it is, yeah, this is Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad mill strike. Champaran, Kheda, Ahmedabad mill strike. Take care. Champaran, Kheda, Ahmedabad mill strikes. Okay. These are the three popular localized movements in Gandhiji's initial career. Okay. Take care. Political career. Now here, so the causes and consequences you have to go through of the three. Ahmedabad mill strike. The strike started on the disputes over hike in the taxes, which is wrong. It is over denial of the plague bonus to workers. Mill Owners Association, they refused to pay this plague bonus which was earlier promised to these mill workers. So it is over this denial of that plague bonus, denial of this payment of the plague bonus. So the first statement is wrong, so you will be eliminating A and D. Now see, Anusuya Ben was the main adversary Gandhiji faced in the struggle, which is again wrong. She was the best companion of Gandhiji throughout this struggle. The strike didn't achieve these desired results. That is wrong. It achieved its desired results. It marked Gandhiji's first ever observance of fasting in the struggle in India. Exactly. That is to boost the morale of the workers. Gandhiji on 15th March 1918, for the first time in the history of India, yes, he practiced or he observed that fasting. Okay. So fourth statement is the only correct statement. So your answer has to be C, which is 4 only. Now, Gandhiji launched the Rowlatt Satyagraha because of the British policy of permitted detention without trial. Another popular, Gandhiji's entry into Indian national movement, yeah, Rowlatt Satyagraha. The first major event was Rowlatt Satyagraha. That was the nationalized movement led by Gandhiji for the first time. Gandhiji's first nationalized movement. So, Rowlatt Satyagraha, Rowlatt Act, you know that. Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act or Black Act, which is meant to suppress this Indian national movement or Indian national Indian freedom struggle. Okay. So this Rowlatt Act was like this. There is, yeah, detention without trial for two years. Anybody on grounds of suspicion can be arrested and put in the jail without any trial for 2 years. That was Rowlatt Act. So Gandhiji launched the Rowlatt Satyagraha because of this British policy of permitted detention without a trial. Exactly, that statement is correct. If that is correct, you are eliminating C and B also. Rowlatt Act was restricted to Calcutta, Madras only. No, Rowlatt Act, definitely it was passed all over British India. It is common to British India, and to this Rowlatt Act Satyagraha or Rowlatt Satyagraha that happened in Delhi or Maharashtra or Bombay or in Punjab or in Madras, in different parts of India. So second statement is wrong. So you are eliminating these A also, and your answer has to be Delhi 1 and 4 only. Okay. Third statement is wrong. Gandhiji quickly launched it in 1919 because British confiscated property of such. It's not because of that. Quickly launched because of this. Quickly. It's not because of that. Reason is, yeah, anybody can be arrested and put in the jail without trial for 2 years. That is just on the grounds of suspicion. Also, this act was against the freedom. The freedom of the press and freedom of the speech. Okay. The agitation against Rowlatt Act reached a climax with the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar. Exactly. In Punjab, the protest was very high, and that climaxed with the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Okay, so that Rowlatt Act Satyagraha or Rowlatt Act agitation in Punjab finally resulted in Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So your answer has to be D, which is 1 and 4 only. Okay, that's it. This is the way you must have. You must solve maximum number of previous year's questions and UPSC standard potential questions. That will definitely help you to score well in the history part of your exam. Okay. So take care. This is one of the very, very core subject in your exam, be in prelims or mains. So a good revision and a good practice of questions, that will definitely give you an edge in the final exam. Stay tuned and please do subscribe our channel. Wishing all the very best. Thank you.